Namaste friends, my name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel Vedic Astro Amit. Today we'll talk about a very important, it's a short about 1 month transit, but extremely important, especially for wealth creation, for love, relationships, for humanitarian efforts. If you really want to help the humanity, this is the month to do big projects, big things, big initiatives. Before we begin, if you like the content on my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Also share with your friends, especially who may be, Libra rising or Taurus rising, or Venus is, sitting in important houses in their chart, so they'll also benefit. Now, we also have courses, live courses, if you want to learn astrology in a very traditional, authentic, and practical way. You can join courses on our website, vedicastroamit.com. We have beginners course, advanced course, nakshatras, dashas, panchanga, muhurta, all of that. You can pick and choose whichever level you're at. First of all, Aries rising. Now you can see here for Aries rising, number one sign, the Venus is going to be in your 11th house and Saturn is already sitting there. So that's the Mula Trikona sign of Saturn. So the whole energy for Aries rising is concentrated in your 11th house. A very powerful combination. Venus and Saturn are friends. Now also Rahu is in your 12th house. Rahu always has a 12th aspect. So that means it is giving its energy to the previous sign. So essentially here we have a combination of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house for Aries rising. Now, a lot of people don't consider or remember that Venus and Rahu is a massive combination for wealth because Rahu exaggerates everything. Rahu makes the planet 100 times more powerful, whichever planet it's sitting with. So now it is sitting with, or at least giving the energy to Saturn and Venus. It's a Mula Trikona sign of Saturn. So Venus is friends with Saturn and it's compatible with Rahu in terms of wealth. So this is a extremely powerful. I cannot overemphasize this 1 month for Aries rising. Absolutely fantastic for wealth creation. And that wealth in a very unconventional manner, innovative manner. So think outside the box, think of innovation and even, uh, different from society, what the society thinks or how the society behaves. So those things will not be a concern anymore because Rahu, especially in the sign of Aquarius, which is co-ruled by Saturn and Rahu. So making money, think big also, like not just small one time efforts. This is like massive, long term and stable because Saturn gives you stable results. Saturn is always long term. So this is fantastic for, so the biggest theme for Aries is wealth creation. Among all the 12 rising signs, Aries will gain the most. Now, this doesn't mean this month will make you a millionaire. This means you want to set things in motion. You want to start doing things in that respect, in that area, so that you can set the foundation and then you get the results, the rest of your life. So wealth creation, and then also this will give you a lot of fulfillment of desires. Venus in the 11th, you may have excessive desires if Saturn were not there, but Saturn is the controlling force. Saturn is making you, giving you stability. And this excessive energy of Venus Rahu would have been really negative and harmful in the 11th house, but Saturn is controlling that. So it's a great, powerful combination. Um, and then we have, if you want to help people at large, in large numbers, huge projects or humanitarian efforts, this is the time. 11th house is reaching out to the humanitarian efforts. Rahu is the planet that wants to do that in a very unconventional manner. And now Venus there. So through money, through wealth, through financial projects, or through artistic projects as well, art and dance and music, singing, all of those areas are absolutely fantastic for Aries rising. And you can also use social media. This because 11th house represents reaching out to the masses, especially through social media or innovative technologies. And so be on the social media, uh, help the humanity, do huge projects, big things in your life, achieve big things, and Venus Shukracharya will help you in all those endeavors. And remember, this Venus Saturn Rahu combination will not come again very often. It doesn't come very often. And especially in the 11th house. Okay. So this is the time for you to just do lots of things and set things in motion. One caution, of course, that still there is a possibility you may overindulge, excessive desires, um, and all of that. So just take care of that. So that's for the Aries rising. If you haven't already, I really request you to like and share this video with your friends and also subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in learning astrology, we have lots of courses online. You can check the website and join the courses. Next is Taurus rising. For Taurus, this whole transit, it's taking place in your in your 10th house. So it is activating your 10th house for Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna. Now, why I say activated? Because this is a massive combination. Saturn, it's the Mula Trikona sign of Saturn, Aquarius. Saturn is extremely powerful here. Venus is friends with Saturn, and Rahu has the 12th aspect on your 10th house. That means essentially this is giving you a combination of Venus and Saturn and Rahu. Now, these three planets are very, very good. Friends. So Venus especially is really close with Saturn, but also Venus Rahu combination is a classic combination yoga for wealth, like big time. This is like windfall of money, that kind of wealth. So that means in your profession, in your business, you need to think big. Start some, set up some massive, big projects that will bring in money and wealth. Now, this doesn't mean this 1 month will make you a millionaire in your profession, but this is the time that you can set up things in your business. The energy is different for Taurus than Aries, we discussed earlier. So, because Saturn is the planet of long-term strategy and planning and thinking and being responsible. So, this Venus Rahu excessive energy could have been detrimental or negative, but Saturn is the controlling force. Saturn is helping you do all of that. Now, also, this is the time you can invest in because 10th house is a profession, long-term career. That means maybe think of doing any projects or investments or connections in, especially in the fields of love, luxury, art, music, dance, anything of that sort. This is also a great period. If in your work, in your business, you ever wanted to do big projects, humanitarian things, to help other people, like big sustainability initiatives, triple bottom line. This is the time to think about triple bottom line, not just making money. So helping the planet, helping the people, and making money at the same time. So big initiatives for helping people through your profession. That's the classic combination here for Taurus rising. This will also give you a better connection with authorities or even with government officials. This is the right time to approach, the CEO or the top or other, higher ups, very people in the authority positions to get things done for your work, for your profession. You yourself will also get more recognition for your efforts because Saturn Mula Trikona in the 10th house has been making those things, setting those foundations. Now Venus will trigger that. Venus says, hey, you got to get the name and fame or the recognition that you deserve. So this will be a good period, and also your presentation, your representation, your face in the company, your face in your profession, in your business will improve as well. So essentially, the whole focus is career, profession. Think big, big projects. That's Venus plus Rahu. Things you do right now for the next month will really enhance uh, your financial income or the money or the financial prospects from your business for the rest of your life. So that's for Taurus rising. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and especially share with your friends who might benefit by doing these things, these remedies. And one thing I would caution for Taurus rising is be careful about any scandals or excessive things or especially romantic things going on at work. So stay away from those things because Venus Rahu can give you tendency for that. Otherwise, fantastic period for financial abundance in your through your profession. And if you want to learn astrology, we have lots of courses for beginners, for advanced people, and for specific areas. You can check out our website. Thanks for your time. That's for Taurus rising. Next, we have Gemini rising. Gemini rising, this transit, 1 month transit, it's a short transit, but very, very powerful. As I say, this is a combination of Venus plus Saturn plus Rahu, because Rahu has the 12th aspect. That's why I've shown these three planets here. So this is your ninth house. So you have the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in your ninth house. Why that's important? Because Venus is friends with Saturn, and Venus is very compatible with Rahu when it comes to wealth and material resources and stuff. So now, of course, ninth house represents your higher wisdom, your gurus, your sangha, your spiritual brothers and sisters, religious places and long distance travel, all of that. Now, one of the best things you can do during this transit is combine finance and spirituality in a good way. So how you can, and especially it's the sign of Aquarius, which is all about humanitarian efforts. So maybe this is a good time to give a large donation for a spiritual cause, or set the foundation, like spiritually, how you can help the spiritual places or temples or church, but also build solid foundation to work with your gurus long term, like what things you can do with your gurus, or in terms of you being a guru, set up your business, your presence as a guru, as a teacher, as a coach, those things. So focus on those. uh, this is the time for setting solid foundation if, for the areas related to the ninth house, and eventually those will bring in a lot of financial success. That's the whole summary for Gemini rising is. Also, you can do lots of long distance travel. Those will actually bring in financial rewards. And so, like pilgrimage or visiting sites, or meeting people. And also, you can travel and teach. So, if you're a teacher, this is a good month to set up, your travel appointment. Like you can go and teach in other states, in other places. That'll be very good. You'll have a lot of success in doing that. This is the time to bring your spiritual wisdom to the masses, because ninth house is higher studies also, but also higher wisdom, and 11th, the Aquarius is the sign of humanity, reaching out to the masses, and very unconventional ways, doing that in a very unconventional way, very innovative ways. So do those things. How you can bring spirituality, or just being more spiritual and higher wisdom to the masses in very unconventional manner, that is influence of Rahu and Saturn and Aquarius. So that's the energy for Gemini. Now, also one caution, one big caution: stay away from any scandals or anything uh, like that is not good proper in terms of relationships or love, or all of those things happening with respect to your spiritual connections at temples, things like that. So stay clean in terms of your spirituality, in terms of dealing with spiritual people, dealing with the gurus. And one other big thing is also, this is activating your connection with your father. You can do lots of big projects, big things with your father as well. That's ninth house. So that's for Gemini. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Especially share with your friends who may benefit from these. These are quick transits, just 1 month, but very powerful uh, for setting the foundation for that area of life. And if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses, beginners, advanced, and different specific topics as well. You can check on my website. So that's for Gemini rising. Then we have Cancer rising. Cancer rising, this transit will activate your eighth house. That is because, of course, Venus, Saturn are sitting in the eighth house. This is the sign of Aquarius, Mula Trikona sign. Saturn is very, very powerful here, and Venus and Saturn are friends. At the same time, Rahu has a 12th aspect on your eighth house. So this is essentially combination of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in your eighth house. So what does that mean? First of all, the most important thing that a lot of people ignore is eighth house Venus means it is literally giving you the power of Sanjeevani Vidya, power of healing. So, and Rahu's influence means you'll be fearless, and it'll give you a lot of courage, and you'll be able to, heal yourself, heal other people, activate your healing power. It doesn't mean this 1 month will make you a big healer. This may be the beginning of your healing journey, your own journey, or beginning of your uh, journey to become a healer, to heal other people. Secondly, dive deep into all the esoteric wisdom, tantric vidya as well, very deep stuff, the deep spiritual awakening. That's what's happening. Rahu will really give you all the courage. Saturn has been sitting there setting the foundation, and now is the time to activate all of that, really put that uh, into your actual, act on those things that Saturn has been planning for you. And Venus and Saturn is a combination for money. Venus and Rahu is a combination of massive wealth. So that means this period may trigger huge, like windfalls of money for you from inheritance, from shared resources. And if you're in the finance industry, excellent period for you to manage other people's money. Everybody who is in the finance industry, this period will be fantastic. Think big, big projects, big initiatives, big changes in your work, and do things that will set the foundation for the rest of your life. Now, also, this is a good period to give donations. Eighth house is all, one of the biggest things with eighth house is donation. And the sign of Aquarius is all about reaching out to the masses, humanitarian efforts. So, this is a wonderful opportunity for Cancer rising to give even like large sums of money for donation for causes that you're passionate about. And you can also be very innovative, think outside the box, unconventional ways of dealing with other people's money. Money management, inheritance, all those areas, but also unconventional ways of uncovering the secrets of the universe. That area, eighth house, is giving you all the opportunity to gain all of those things. So that's for the uh, Cancer Rising. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And now, one caution for Cancer is there could be, secretive sexual relationships and things like that. So that you have to be very careful because Rahu, Venus, Saturn, although Saturn will try to control that, but Venus Rahu can still give you excessive desire or excessive energy, especially in the eighth house means hidden secrets and things like that. So be careful on that. That's for Cancer Rising. And if you want to learn astrology, go deeper, you can check out the courses on my website for advanced, for beginners, and for specific topics. And thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Next is Leo rising. For Leo, this is a important transit taking place in your seventh house. This is just 1 month, but it will activate and trigger a lot of things in your relationships, especially. Now, what's happening is Venus will be in the seventh house with Saturn, which is in the sign of Aquarius. That's the Mula Trikona sign for Saturn. So Saturn is very, very strong in your seventh house. It's been there for a while, for over 2 years. And now also Rahu has 12th aspect. So that means Rahu is giving aspect or energy to the 11th house as well. So this combination, you can say it's a combination for Rahu, Venus, and Saturn, all taking place in your seventh house in the sign of Aquarius. So, first of all, this gives a very unconventional energy to your relationships. That means you may develop partnerships with people that are not conventional, or that are, you know, outside the norms of society. So that's possible. Now, Venus and Saturn is a combination for wealth, and Venus and Rahu is a big combination for wealth. So that means this is the period to think about wealth with your partners. How you can create more wealth, both with your spouse, doing projects together with your spouse or partner, or with your business partners. And so, you can think of setting the foundation, something big, some big ideas with your partners, or getting into partnership with people that will lead to big financial wealth and resources. And you have to be careful one thing because Venus Rahu in the seventh and Saturn there. So there could be a tendency of some, unconventional or just uh, really negative things in terms of relationships. So any scandals and things like that. So be careful about that. But this is also sign of Aquarius. That is the sign of helping the humanity. So through your partnerships with your spouse or with your business partners, how you can help the humanity in very unconventional ways, in very innovative ways, and even being a rebellion, being a like a maverick, You can do big things for other people uh, through partnerships, through your spouse. So that's the whole energy of this transit. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you want to join, learn astrology, there are a lot of courses we have. You can check out the website and join courses. Thanks for your time. Next is Virgo rising. We have Venus, Saturn sitting in your sixth house. That's the 1 month transit, but very powerful for several things for Virgo. Saturn is in Mula Trikona sign Aquarius, so Saturn loves being in Aquarius. It's very strong there, and sixth house, Saturn is the Karaka for sixth house. Then we also have Rahu, giving the 12th aspect to the sixth house. So that means you have the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in your sixth house. So first of all, the focus will be on health, big time. This will give you energy and this drive to take care of your health, you to maintain a good dinacharya, daily routine. Venus is also the planet for healing, deep healing. It's the Shukracharya who had wisdom, the wisdom to bring dead people back to life, Sanjeevani Vidya. So for your own health, sixth house represents acute diseases, any things you've been dealing with. Venus will trigger all of that energy. Rahu will make you fearless and very strong. Saturn will give you the long-term thinking and strategy, and so all of that combination will really help you with your health, and also doing the same for other people. So humanitarian efforts in health related fields, so helping old age home or helping people with their health issues. The second major theme is your job. Sixth house represents the work you do for other people. So this will trigger huge wealth creation in your job. Venus and Saturn is a combination of money, and as I mentioned, and Rahu influence on Venus means windfall of money, literally. So in your job, anything you do right now during this 1 month will set the stage for big financial gains down the road. You may even get financial rewards during this month itself. Okay, so think big in your job. Think of big projects, big ideas, and those could be unconventional, innovative ideas at your job. Then also dealing with the enemies, that means you will be very creative and unconventional ways of dealing with enemies with the Rahu's energy there. Now, Venus, see, Rahu and Saturn energy has been there for a while, many months. But now Venus will trigger all of that, and because Venus is meeting Saturn as the friend, and then Venus will basically tone down the energy because Saturn Rahu could be aggressive energy, but Venus will make that more gentle and it'll help you with all the creativity, creative ways of dealing with the enemies, dealing with your own six weaknesses, Shadripus, dealing with the obstacles. All of that will be the focus. So that's what's happening for Virgo rising. Uh, think big, think unconventional ways, innovative ways of helping other people, taking better care of your health, and improving your finances in your profession, in your job. Those are the massive, massive big things in store for you. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and also send to your friends, who may benefit, who are Virgo rising or they have Venus sitting in the important or something going on in their chart in the sign of Aquarius. And also, if you want to learn astrology, you can join courses on my website. We have courses for beginners and advanced students or specific topics. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching. Next, we have Libra rising. All this action will be taking place in your fifth house. Venus will be transiting through the sign of Aquarius for this 1 month, but this will trigger massive things. Venus, see, for Libra, it's absolutely uh, strong and powerful energy. We'll discuss for what, but because Venus is your Lagna Lord, so you want to see where the Lagna Lord is going in the transit in the skies. Uh, and then, so first of all, Venus will be with Saturn. Saturn is sitting in the Mula Trikona sign of Aquarius. That means Saturn is already very, very strong in the fifth house. It's been there for a couple of years. Venus will join, and Venus and Saturn are good friends. They are very, very good friends. At the same time, Rahu has a 12th aspect on your 11th house. So essentially, now this house, the fifth house, is getting the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu. What does all that mean? First of all, this will trigger bring in lots of opportunities for romantic relationships, and those could be unconventional, also in nature. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, or if you're in one, this will be the period of enjoyment and pleasure. And secondly, this will activate things in your children's life. If you have kids, uh, this is powerful time period to focus on developing wealth, long-term wealth. So doing projects with your children, also with your romantic partners. Okay, so you'll have a lot of creativity. Fifth house is the house of creativity. Venus is the planet of creativity as well. So this will trigger all your creative juices, and you can do projects with your children or with your romantic partner, or just on your own as well. So that is your creativity as well. And think big, think innovative projects, think unconventional ways of making wealth. Uh, One caution is there could be tendency for too much enjoyment and pushing the envelope or pleasure, especially with your in your romantic relationship. So be cautious on that front. Also, this will give you a lot of ideas, energy, or uh, unconventional ways of making money through speculative investments like stock market and things like that. So this is triggering that 1 month. You can think of long-term strategy for your stock market investments. And Venus is the planet of art and dance and music, all of those. So you can incorporate any of those things, create, art, create things related to art, be very creative, focus on wealth creation, and spend time with your children and also romantic partnerships. And also you can focus on your studies, like college studies and all this. So fifth house is your intellect and your learning also. So all of that will be triggered. So intellect will be triggered in the ways that are very unconventional, but out of the box, innovative ways of thinking and doing things. So that's all going on in your fifth house. That's for Libra. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, especially with your friends who are Libra rising or Taurus rising, especially because we are talking about your Lagna Lord. If you want to learn astrology, you can join courses on my website. We have courses for beginners and advanced students, and also specific subjects. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Next is Scorpio rising. Scorpio Lagna. For Scorpio rising, this all is taking place in your fourth house. Venus will be transiting through your fourth house in the sign of Aquarius. Saturn is already sitting there, and you have the 12th aspect of Rahu. So, what does all that mean? Saturn is very, very strong in the Mula Trikona sign of Aquarius. Very solid placement for Saturn. Then Venus is friends with Saturn. So, basically, Venus for this month is going to go into a house which is the house of a friend, and the friend is sitting there in their own house. So very powerful transit for Venus. And Venus and Rahu are also friends in terms of wealth and all of that. So Venus Rahu is a classic combination for like windfall of money. Okay, so what does all that mean? First of all, fourth house represents your place of residence. So there may be like artistic things that you can do in your house, renovation, interior decoration, or literally you may buy a new house, a bigger house. And then also, this is absolutely fantastic for real estate. You may get a lot of opportunities. You will think big, or even like luxury properties. That is Venus and Rahu combination in the fourth house. The energy of Rahu is there in the fourth house with the 12th aspect. Same thing with the vehicles. See, the fourth house is the sukhasthana, the comforts and the luxury and the enjoyment and the pleasure. And so, what makes you comfortable? That is the fourth house. So Venus is the planet of comfort and pleasure and enjoyment. So this is a perfect combination. And so you'll do things that will give you more enjoyment and pleasure and comforts in your life. That includes real estate, vehicles, and also your own home. And then we have, fourth house is known as Sukhasthana. That also means inner happiness. So this will give you a lot of ideas because Venus is the planet of creativity. Venus and Rahu combination is very unconventional ways of thinking, especially the sign of Aquarius. So this 1 month is good for contemplation. What gives you long-term happiness, inner happiness? And Venus will give you a lot of ideas in those areas. You may also want to figure out, how you can help other people. That's a sign of Aquarius, how you can reach out to the masses, to the humanity, and that may actually give you inner happiness as well. So that's one of the remedies for Scorpio rising. Throughout your life that's the case, but now Venus will make that happen, because Aquarius is your fourth house. So naturally Scorpio people like to help the humanity. That will give them inner happiness, but Venus will absolutely trigger that. So this 1 month, do lots of things for other people. That'll give you happiness, a long-term stable happiness. So that's for the sign of Scorpio. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends who may benefit as well. And if you want to learn astrology, go deeper, you can join our courses, advanced courses, beginners courses, and specific subjects. You can check on my website and register there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. That's for Scorpio rising. Next is Sagittarius rising. So Sagittarius Lagna, ascendant. So Venus will be transiting through your third house, and there Saturn has been sitting there for over 2 years, on and off. And so Venus will join Saturn. Venus and Saturn are very close friends. And Saturn is extremely powerful there in your third house in the sign of Aquarius. That's the Mula Trikona sign of Saturn. And at the same time, they both will be getting the aspect of Rahu. Rahu has a 12th aspect because Rahu is always backwards, retrograde. So essentially, your third house has the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu, very powerful. And Rahu and Saturn are co-rulers of Aquarius. So Venus is going to join two powerful planets who are very, very comfortable in the third house. What does all that mean? First of all, third house represents the skills that you learn. So Venus is the planet of creativity and skills. And so this 1 month, please learn some new skill, or practice some skill that you already have, especially with your hands, like playing instruments or things like that, or creating things with your hands, or energy healing with your hands, Reiki, pranic healing, all of those things. Massive energy, massive creative energy to learn skills or focus or improve your skills. And also those could be unconventional skills, innovative skills. That's the combination of Venus and Rahu there. Secondly, third house is communication. So very powerful time to reach out to people. Go short distance travel, go and meet people, networking, meetings and meeting your clients face to face, or organizing some events and fairs within the city, and all sorts of written communication as well, right? So third house is writing, and so if you're a publisher writer, this is excellent opportunity to actually launch your books or publish your books, and also develop partnerships within the city with short distance travel for your writing projects, for any actually anything. This is the time to activate all of those third house contacts. Good period also to develop something big with your younger siblings, or with your neighbors, or with your close friends, because the theme is wealth as well, wealth creation. That is Venus in Aquarius, with Saturn, influence of Rahu. Venus Rahu is like windfall of money. So how you can make money through your communication, through your skills, and one caution is, keep an eye on your desires, because also your 11th house will be activated as well. So there could be tendency for excessive desires. Now, Aquarius is all about helping the humanity. So, how you can help other people through your skills, through your communications efforts, and through networking, all of that. And you can be very unconventional, very innovative in doing that. So, essentially, reaching out to the masses, reaching out to the humanity, how you can do big projects, and those could be through financial resources also. That's the Venus and Rahu combination. So that's what's going on for Sagittarius rising. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends who may have, Taurus rising or Libra rising, or they have important planets in the sign of Aquarius. That's very important to see what transits are going over those planets in their natal chart. And if you want to learn astrology, you can go check out my website. There are courses for beginners, advanced students, and specific topics in a very authentic, traditional manner. And thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Next, we have Capricorn rising. Now, Venus will be transiting through your 11th house, second house, sorry, in the sign of Aquarius, along with Saturn. Saturn has been sitting there, is a Mula Trikona sign for Saturn. That means Saturn is very, very, very strong here. Now, Venus will trigger that. At the same time, Rahu has a 12th aspect on your second house. That means uh, uh, because Rahu is always retrograde. So you have the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in your second house for full 1 month. First of all, absolutely powerful time uh, to trigger the things and projects and initiatives for your wealth creation. Second house is our accumulated resources, our savings, our family wealth. And Venus is the planet of money. Venus is banking and finances and luxury. Saturn is also your profession. Saturn Venus combination is the combination for wealth creation, especially if they are joining in the second house. This is fantastic. And not just that, Rahu is having aspect that means Venus and Rahu is uh, big money, big wealth, because Rahu exaggerates everything. And so this is like windfall of money, literally. So this 1 month, either you may get huge chunks of money, or you may set up things, or do projects, set the foundation so that the rest of your life this will serve you really well. So think of big projects, think of initiatives where how you can make money for your family. Now, second thing about this second house is the speech. Your speech is very powerful. It's activated. Venus is activating that in a very sweet manner. So even if you're not a speaker, try to organize some things where you can share your wisdom, your resources with other people. Now, resources. One is, yes, the theme is humanitarian efforts, but the second is speech. So talk about things that will go a long way. Secondly, how you can help the humanity through finances, through money. That's the sign of Aquarius, and Venus is triggering all of that. So giving donations, especially donation of food, is going to be very powerful for you. And but also how you can help other people through your finances, actual donations, or doing some projects for other people. So those are the themes, big themes for Capricorn rising. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends who are especially Taurus rising or Libra rising, or they have important planets sitting in the sign of Aquarius. That's where all this action is taking place. If you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses at vedicastronomid.com. There are courses for beginners and advanced students, and also specific topics. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Next, we have Aquarius rising. Aquarius, this all month, Venus is going to transit through your lagna, through your first house. Saturn has been sitting in your lagna, in the sign of Aquarius. Saturn is your lagna lord, and Saturn is sitting in the Mula Trikona sign. Very, very strong position for Saturn. Now, Saturn has been strong, but also Saturn in lagna makes you work hard, a lot of work. What will happen now is Venus will ease that pressure. Venus will trigger Saturn. So Venus Saturn are very good friends. So when a friendly, when somebody, your friend is coming home, that's a good time. At the same time, Rahu has the 12th aspect on your lagna. Rahu sitting in the second house is having the 12th aspect on your first house. So that means your first house has the energy of Saturn and Rahu and Venus. Now, see, Venus Saturn is combination for money. Venus Rahu is combination for big money. It's like windfall of money. So overall, because it's taking place in your first house, that means how you can create wealth that will serve you well for the rest of your life. This will give you a lot of ideas in that respect. Secondly, the focus will be on yourself, personality development, how you can be happy with yourself, love yourself. Venus will give you ideas and innovative ways of how you can do things for your self improvement, self development. That'll be the focus. Another focus will be on your health. Venus is Shukracharya. That's the planet for healing as well. It's a planet for money, but also planet for healing, deep healing. So this will be good for your health this 1 month. Health will improve, but also you'll do a lot of things that will set the foundation for the rest of your life to for better health. So maybe good, health routines are taking care of yourself, and also being more self-confident. And the other thing is Aquarius people are very much concerned about helping the humanity. And this is a perfect combination this 1 month where you'll have innovative and unconventional ways of helping other people. So the focus will be on self as well, but Aquarius people naturally they want to help other people. So this will be a good balance how you can improve your health, your life, your personality, but at the same time uh, doing things for other people. So essentially, there's no difference between you and other people. The self is part. Everybody is part of this. We call Vasudev Kutumbakam. So right. So this is one big family. The whole universe is one big family. So that'll be the theme. Very positive period for you. Self-reflection, how you can help other people, generate wealth, and better health for yourself. So those are the themes for Aquarius rising. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, especially with friends who have, either Taurus rising or Libra rising or Aquarius rising or have important planets in Aquarius. And also, if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses, beginners course, advanced course. You can check out my website. And thanks for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate all your feedback and your support. Next, we have Pisces rising. So for Pisces, Venus will be transiting through your 12th house in the sign of Aquarius for this 1 month. Now, Saturn is already sitting there in the 12th house, and this is the Mula Trikona sign for Saturn. So that means Saturn is very, very strong there. And now Venus will trigger that further because Venus and Saturn are good, very good friends. At the same time, you have the 12th aspect of Rahu on your 12th house. That means this is, and Rahu and Venus is big money. See, Venus and Saturn is money, but Rahu and Venus is like windfall of money. So you may literally get a lot of big chunks of money from unknown sources like hidden wealth. You may uncover hidden wealth. And then secondly, so essentially you have the energy of Venus and Saturn and Rahu in your 12th house. Now, one caution, be very careful. There could be some scandals, hidden things going on because Venus and Rahu, especially, related to sexuality or sexual relationships, those you have to be very careful. That may give excessive energy in that area, but Saturn will try to control that energy, but still Venus Rahu could do excessive things. Secondly, this is absolutely fantastic period to do projects abroad. You will create wealth. You will generate wealth through foreign people, foreign projects, foreign travel. So deal with foreigners. Try to set up things in foreign countries, or if you already live in a foreign country, work on developing wealth. Then also foreign travel. Venus is the planet for air travel, especially transiting through the 12th house, and Rahu's influence is there, which is, foreign places. 12th house is the place, house for foreign places. So this is absolutely good time for you to travel abroad for pleasure, but also for wealth, for, doing business, all of that. Now, Venus is also planet of healing. 12th house is the subconscious mind, it's past life regression, it's the astral travel. So go deep into your spirituality, learn some new subjects, start some esoteric subjects, or practice energy healing, hypnotherapy. Those areas will be triggered as well, especially Rahu's influence there, on top of Venus. Venus is Shukracharya. And then also make investments. 12th house also represents investments, not just losses, right? So think of making investments, especially could be in the foreign countries because Rahu's influence is there. And at the same time, one good remedy is give donations, especially in the foreign countries. So that's the 12th house energy. So those are some of the things going on for the sign of Pisces. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And also share with your friends who may be Taurus rising, Libra rising, or Aquarius rising, or they have important planets in the sign of Aquarius. So they may also benefit from this. If you want to learn astrology, you can join courses on my website. We have lots of, very deep, authentic courses. You can learn as a beginner or as an advanced astrologer. So that's what's going on this 1 month. Very powerful to trigger wealth creation in unconventional ways in different areas of your life. Okay, and also a lot of people don't realize this is the combination of Venus and Saturn and Rahu. Now, Venus Rahu is absolutely like big wealth, big money. So make use of this transit and do the remedies also that I mentioned for all the 12 rising signs. And if you want to learn astrology, authentic, traditional, practical astrology, you can join courses on my website, vedicastroamid.com. And I really appreciate your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That's very important. Share with your friends who are Taurus rising, Libra rising, or Aquarius rising, or they have important planets sitting in the sign of Aquarius, so that they can also benefit. Thanks for watching, and maybe you all have a very auspicious transit of Shukracharya in the sign of Aquarius. Namaste.